Jabbin', Bout.
Jabbywocky, Part 2. Happy Halloween, everyone. It's upon us. Time for Monster Month 2025 to end, and we'll send it off with a bang. So, I like to open up and get a little more personal this time around. Talk about my Jabberwocks and my inspirations, and perhaps even a small bit of how Jabbywocky came to be. So, no time like the present. Let's get comfy and jab about Jabbywocky Part 2. As I said prior, Jabby is my cat, and the first Jabberwock to come to be for the project. There's no particular reason for the name. Jabberwocky just came to me when I first got him, and it sounded cool. It got abbreviated to Jabby, and the name Jabbywocky came to be. The whole concept of Jabbywocky, however, didn't come to be until I played a game called Balan Wonderworld. Yes, that Balan Wonderworld. Hey, wait, where are you going? Hear me out, please! Well, Balan is a game with some truly terrible design choices, some truly awful game design in general. But I can't say I hate it, because I appreciate what it tried to do. Don't get me wrong, it's a bad game, but even bad games can be inspiring if they give you ideas that you know could work elsewhere. I actually did like the Tims, little bird-like NPCs that accompanied you into the worlds. You could grow them, and they had their own behaviors, like finding collectibles, breaking obstacles, and even helping in combat. Too bad their execution was extremely half-hearted. That started turning the gears in my own brain about how the Tim idea could be utilized better. I just didn't know what to call the creatures at first, so I just used the name Jabberwocks as a placeholder. Then I thought, why couldn't I call them Jabberwocks? And I've been working on the project ever since, developing Jabby, the Jabberwocks, the Nogworms. I've been told that name sounds better, along with other ideas, and it didn't feel right keeping them all to myself, which is why I started this series. So, it kind of all started thanks to Jabby in a way. 16-bit Crusha is a combo meal of influences stemming from various technology from my youth. My uncle, bless his soul, gave me my first video game console, the SNES, which started me down my long-term fascination with video games. I wouldn't get into computer usage until much later, but I played the shit out of old edutainment games on my parents' old Macintosh. The concept of speaking through a gator screen avatar came from an 80s movie, The Brave Little Toaster, where there was this character that was a black and white TV, and instead of having a traditional face like all the other characters, he spoke through a salesman-type avatar on the screen. I have no idea what surfaced this idea to come back, but it's definitely useful for making Jabberwocks with inspiration from actors in media that are unfortunately protected by copyright. The crocodile itself coming from the Donkey Kong Country series, DK2 being the first game I ever played, the Kremlings being the first ever enemy roster I ever saw. And I don't know why, but something about seeing that rogues gallery in the game manual just set my neurons off in my dopamine high, and would set off my fascination with enemy design. Crusha is a cluster of inspirations from my early video game exposures, thus making him a key member of my personal Jabberwock roster. Lacey Wood was my childhood Springer Spaniel, best and only dog I had to this point in my life. Named for the Chinese lucky envelopes, or so my father told me. She passed away while I was in college, and still appears in my dreams. My family has a pretty strong spiritual belief, and we knew a lot of psychic mediums at the time. One of those friends said that she still watches over us as a guardian angel. My mother says she may visit the family from time to time, and that Jabby may have even seen her when he's alone at home. Thus, she now exists as a guardian angel model Jabberwock, representing inspiration of those who now exist beyond the mortal coil. Valiant knights still protecting those who walk the cold material world. I know she'll be waiting for me when my time comes, and she'll be wanting me to wait for my proper end. Defending us from ourselves is a pivotal part of the job, after all. As for myself, we're all gods of our own minds, after all. What kind of god depends on what we want in life. A being of creation, paper and ink, yin and yang. Can't have one without the other. A being who exists everywhere and nowhere at all. I deal with my own Nogworms of not being seen the way I want to, never being important to anyone or anything. Just another fallen leaf from an autumn tree, forever unseen and forgotten. We all have our own Nogworms to deal with, no matter what kind of gods we become. And that wraps up for Monster Month 2025. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed my ramblings and inner workings this month. And if you like what you heard, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing and hitting that bell. And consider checking out my other sites too. And with that, I will see you when I see you. Till next time, as always, betas.